Alright, so today we're finishing some of my molded and casted long swords. The original build was HD foam and wood, and then I just simply took a silicone mold of it using Smooth On Moldstar 30. To prep each cast before casting it, I use some ease release. Now for this current batch, I'm using Smooth Cast Onyx. This is a more rigid resin here, and that way there's just no wobble or flex to the blade. I then install a core. It's just some carbon fiber bar stock. It's 3 millimeters thin. Once the first half is poured up and set, I then button everything up using my planks and then clamp the two planks together. It's really important to make sure you have even pressure so you don't have any warping or disfigurement of the final cast. I then pour the second half of the cast to the pour spout at the pommel. This is just to make sure everything sets as one piece now. After that cures, I then go demold the sword just to make sure everything came out nice, and because my pressure was even and smooth, I get this nice finished pull of this cast. To clean up, I start by snipping these airways on the hilt, which was a lot harder to do one-handed than you'd imagine. Using my handheld belt sander, I then go through and sand off the pour spout and any additional flashing. I follow up by coating it in some filler primer just to make sure I don't have any air bubbles that can't be filled in, and then wet sanding the entire sword. Following that, I base coat the sword with some Spastix Gloss Black through my HVLP gun. I then shoot some Alumiluster on here, the chrome, just to get my nice even base coat. I then polish it with some graphite powder. Now I'm basing mine on the Dark Souls version of the longsword, which has kind of a navy blue hilt. After that, I then take a sponge and sponge on some raw umber brown, and I'm going to tap dry it with a towel and then go back and scrape it off with some steel wool. This is going to make sure the brown really sets into any surface imperfection and give a nice realistic finish, like so. Super easy, super simple, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. If you yourself want to pick up one of these swords, just simply DM me. I normally have a batch of 3 or 4 going at any given time. If you want any more of these hyper-realistic paint finishes or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed.